such a huge difference in these kids' lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer.
Oh, no.
So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning. The cap is loose on that ketchup.
Ugh. Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Great morning, Truth Nation. Welcome to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. We are your cousin subs of the day. I'm a club sub, the legendary Home of Blow, along with
the legendary Dame Elsie in the house.
Sub yet?
No sub yet.
All right.
I switched it to in the house today. Yesterday I was saying in the building.
Right.
Every day I'm gonna say something else. I'm gonna be in someplace else.
There you go.
Today I'm in the house.
Well, that's why they say free your mind. You get what I'm saying? So you ain't got to be locked in. It's the same philosophy I have with like taking the shoes out the box. Man, you can go anywhere. Don't just leave them shoes in the box. Them shoes gonna do some walking.
There you go.
Be like, man.
If these
this is what right, absolutely.
These boots were made for walking.
How you doing this morning, brother?
I'm all right. It's excellent. It's Wednesday. It's Hump Day Wednesday. Bobby Brown, ain't nobody humping around, but we humping around on Wednesday because it's Wednesday.
Right. So, yeah, I'm not going to say, is it really hump day if you, never mind.
If you work all day?
No.
If you don't hump?
Yeah. You know
oh, see, you was going
But
there.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
I thought you saying
really,
like if you work 7 days a week, is it really hump day? But
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I get what you're saying. You're saying, no, I don't know.
Mike. What day is it?
I don't know.
Hump day.
It's hump day. Bobby Brown. I'm Bobby Brown. Ain't nobody
and he definitely meant the other part.
Yeah, he definitely meant ain't nobody humping around.
Right.
He was.
He was on.
Bobby had accusations on him.
Yes.
He was trying to convince Whitney. He made a whole song.
Yeah, he did. And but
you know how we try to convince our women. He made a whole song about it.
Yeah, and
it may have worked.
No, it didn't.
But we all know now that Whitney was the one.
That's all I'm saying.
Whitney was, and you know what? I've always said that Whitney was the one that Bobby could handle his. Whitney was the one she was wild.
Yeah.
She was the bad influence on him. Let that sink in.
Yeah. Man, I never forget the honor I had to DJ the Bobby Brown. You know, it was New Edition in town, but Bobby Brown done his own private, well, it wasn't private, it was public, after party at the Riverside Theater.
Really?
Yeah, and it was the first time that I knew that they could literally take out a bunch of the seats. And so it was a dance floor. You know what I'm saying? They
what
took
year
out.
Was this? This must
have been man.
89, 90?
Bobby Christina was like a baby. Okay. You feel what I'm saying? Because Whitney had her there, you know, and originally they were up in the box seats. That's where Whitney was standing with Bobby Christina. And, of course, I was on the stage DJing because it was his after party. So I had to leave the concert early so I could get to the Riverside Theater. And, you know, I went earlier and set up my table and the skirt and all of that kind of stuff.
Which concert was this? Was this the concert?
It was a New Edition. I don't believe it was the All for Love tour, but it was one of the tours.
Was one at Summerfest?
No, it was one at no,
it was a couple of them. I went to all of them. I was a big New Edition fan.
Yeah, absolutely. It was one. I want to say maybe was it the Arena or I don't think it may have been the Bradley Center, but it was one of the. It was a big show.
Was it the one?
And Jodeci was on it.
Oh, did Bobby have his album out already?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So it was one where it was Bobby and it was BBD and it was New Edition, or was it just Bobby and New Edition?
It was Bobby and New Edition at that time. It was
and
Bobby
BBD
and New Edition.
hadn't come out yet.
Right.
So it was New Edition when they had Johnny. Okay.
Yep, absolutely. So, and it was at the Riverside Theater, and again, while Bobby was on stage doing what he does, like he wasn't necessarily performing per se, but he was being Bobby Brown.
He was being Bobby.
Yeah. So everybody had a great time. And then, of course, Whitney came down with Bobby Christina, and they were on the stage, and they stood closer to my DJ booth.
That's so sad that, Bobby's had all that tragic stuff happen in his life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
When you watch his story and you see all of the stuff that's happened in his life, you're like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like, that's a lot.
Man, I also DJ'd Mary J. Blige's birthday party at Club Sensation.
Well, you throwing it back right now.
Yeah. And that show was at the Bradley Center. And KC, because KC was with her.
Oh, that's when her and KC was still kicking it?
And I saw the what is it, the mental abuse that he was doing.
Oh, you saw it firsthand.
Yeah, because I was in the dressing room. I'm like, you get what I'm saying? Like, we had the birthday party. So, I had the birthday party at Club Sensations for her. And, I got pictures to document all of this stuff. But she was like just kind of just up under him, and you could tell that there was something going on. I mean, they loved each other. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? That's like when they done that. If loving you, I don't want to do anything.
He was beating her.
He was beating her, and the verbal abuse that I witnessed, and then he took her into the dressing room itself. Mm-hmm. So in a lot of those bigger places like a Bradley Center or whatever, they got where you can end up having a living room type situation, right, even though the dressing room's got the other rooms that they go in personally and go to. So they were out there first, and he was just mentally abusing her.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? And then he was like, come here. And they went into the dressing room, the actual one of the rooms. And I'm like, I could only imagine, because the anger that he showed then, I was like, whatever he getting ready to do, it ain't going to be good. But he came to the after party. They came together. Jodeci came, Mr. Dalvin and all of them. They were all there, and JoJo. But yeah, that was, I've had a lot of historic moments, man. I've been blessed, man. I met Prince. I met Michael Jackson, of course, Janet Jackson, Rebe Jackson, LaToya, Tito.
You don't hear people mention Rebe too much.
Right.
On their list. Hey, Andrew, you don't hear people mention Rebe on their list, but that's what's up.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've humbling experiences with Prince as well as Michael Jackson. He was tall as hell, bro.
Who, Michael Jackson?
Yeah, tall, man. And then Prince, the total opposite. Like 4 foot something. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But just his stature, you get what I'm saying, just made him seem bigger than life. He seemed bigger than life. Very humble, meek, personality when I met him. And every interview that I've seen, you kind of got that. I got the same feel that he was just like that.
I never saw Mike perform live. I saw him when I was little. The Jackson 5. My parents took me to see the Jackson 5. I don't remember. They say I must have been younger than 5 when I went. There was at Summerfest or something like that.
Well, I've been blessed to with the Michael Jackson, the Thriller tour, the Bad tour, the Dangerous tour, and of course, as the Jacksons with the Triumph tour, Victory tour. So I've been blessed to,
like, when they came, you were DJ and stuff like that.
No, I was not DJing yet, but. I got the T-shirts. You get what I'm saying from the shows or whatnot.
Oh, you went to the shows when they came? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's dope. Here's a short story. My Aunt Annette, she's my great aunt. She's passed now. She used to live. She's from Gary, and she used to live on the same block as the Jacksons. And she said she might have been exaggerating, but she said she used to babysit them when they were little.
Right.
And she said Mike used to always fight. So when you hear the stories about Mike fighting Tupac, it's probably true.
Yeah,
she said Mike could fight. He used to always, because his sisters, he was the one that would protect his sisters.
Right.
Because the other ones were older. And so if they get in a fight, they can't beat up them. So Mike was always fighting.
Man, listen, well, he tried to change his persona on the girl's mind. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
I'm a lover. And that wasn't his voice. Y'all know that wasn't Mike's voice. Mike didn't talk like that.
Man.
Mike had a deep voice like me and Homer up here. Mike wasn't. I've heard those stories. You ever heard those stories about Mike with a deep voice?
Yeah, but I met the Mike with the...
Well, he wasn't in the inner circle. The inner circle got the deep voice.
Right,
You was the media. You was outside. Well, you weren't the media at that time. But you was just like, he had to use the, hi, Mike. But then when you get around his people, say, man.
Right.
Pass that blunt, man. And Mike was banging, too.
Yeah.
I heard. That's crazy.
Yeah. But he, like, if you look at, like, if you... And you got to think, for me, as being a youngster, you feel what I'm saying? Meeting and seeing him, like, he's a giant.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, because he's listed at 5'9", Homer. I was like,
he was standing up.
That's sometimes I used to do when I used to be on stage, and then people would meet me, they would be like, I thought you were taller than you were,
right?
Because of how you present yourself and the way that you control the stage, it just assume you 6 feet tall. I'm like, no, brother.
Well, it's like in radio,
Spud Webb height over here,
because we're heard, all over. People think that, it's this big elaborate situation going on, and it's like a room.
It's a room.
You feel what I'm
saying? You see it, you like, oh, this is it.
Oh, right.
This what y'all do.
This where y'all do the show at.
Yeah, this is it.
Like, this look like my office at the house.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? So, it's just
it's not a bunch of high tech equipment in here.
Right.
Well, it is in that room, but in here.
Yeah. So people always take it to another level. What are some things, man, that we're going to come back to before we get ready to go into this first break, Dame?
We're going to talk about the Orange Man a little bit today. It's Hump Day. Let's talk about the Orange Man. We didn't get to it yesterday because yesterday the conversation lasted longer. But today we're talking about Trump and Trump's letter to Epstein for his birthday, signing a $22,000 check for services. What were those services? We don't know. But their response is it wasn't his signature. Yeah. That's like a kid. Like I said, that's like when you catch a kid,
right,
and they did wrong, and they still be like, but I didn't do it because I was asleep or something. You wasn't asleep. I saw you.
We got to get ready to take care of some bills. Again, you're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. I am the legendary Homer Blow, and along with
the legendary Dame Elsie.
We got to take care of these bills, but we'll be back to talk about the Orange Man. Is it his signature? Is it not? Where the hell did it come from? We'll be back.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments, Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Hi, I'm attorney David Gruber. After an accident, you need a trusted winning team on your side. For more than 30 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped Wisconsin families get the results they deserve. If you've been injured, call our firm today for a free consultation. We're available 24/7. Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
School's back in session. Kids have their backpacks, school supplies, and new clothes. But are you ready as a parent? Families are the single most important factor in a child's academic success. This year, get to know your child's teachers. Stay engaged with their learning. Don't be shy about asking questions along the way. Because as a parent, you are your child's first and most important teacher. Learn more about how City Forward Collective is helping families, students, and schools thrive at cityforwardcollective.org.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. When a customer chooses Pella, one of the most important things to them is honoring that trust and commitment. A lot of customers might have apprehensions about inviting someone out to their home. But when you see the experience and professionalism, you can trust them with bringing your project to life. Their vision is to be the company that people want to do business with. Watching them work from idea to installation gives you the ability to see firsthand the care taken to ensure the Pella experience is complete. When you want long-lasting comfort and reliability, it's easy to trust Pella. Every piece is specifically constructed for you and your home, always designed with innovation and rigorously tested for quality and performance. The Pella team takes pride in constructing quality windows and doors with meticulous attention to every detail. Order by the end of the month and get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 9/30/2025.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
We're black. Welcome to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. The Truth Talk text lines 833-212-1017. Of course, you can stream us live on YouTube at 1017 The Truth. Speaking of YouTube, RN Kwanda, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Venus Jones, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Anita Nicole, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. 50 and Fit with Mick, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Sister Lorena Star Marie, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Thank you for logging on, tuning in, watching us again. We're going to dive into the birthday, the birthday message card, but it wasn't him, allegedly. So this card, just one of many things that his administration, the Orange Man's administration, is saying that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. They're paid to say it. If they don't say it, they'll get fired. They'll get blackballed. The whole nine. And
look at this.
Yeah. And if you're looking at the YouTube page, you'll be able to see this. Just crazy.
And I thought it was just a card. I just recently found out that he drew the picture himself. He drew the picture of the woman with no arms, and just breast, and this is his. He drew that picture. Come on, man.
Yeah. And can we get the? We'll get the actual so I can actually read it. You know, I mean, I got reading glasses, but I ain't gonna.
You can't
be able to attempt that, you know, because there's a little blurriness there. We'll be like, make it bigger. We'll be like, no, you can't.
See if I can
stretch that. But yeah,
it says the voiceover. I guess this is the message that when it, there must be more to life than having everything. Donald. Yes, there is, but I won't let you know what it is. Jeffrey. Nor will I, since I also know what it is. Donald. We have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Jeffrey. Yes, we do. Come to think of it, Donald. Enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? Jeffrey. As a matter of fact, it was clear to me that the last time I saw you, Donald. A pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful... What is that word? Sacred? Secret. Okay. I needed my glasses right then, too. Donald J. Trump. You know, he just signs his stuff to Donald.
All right.
And so this was released by the U.S. House Committee.
Right.
This wasn't released by somebody in the public.
Right.
This is by our committee.
It wasn't released by the Shade Room or something like that.
It wasn't. Right.
This was
exactly.
official.
It was released by the committee, the U.S. committee. So this lady, do you have a videotape of his press secretary denying it? She says, no, that's not him. That's not his signature. Come on, man.
Adamantly now.
Adamantly. What is it going to take for people to, and people, again, we often talk about this, people all throughout the country are still believing that that's not his signature. Like somebody faked this whole letter just to get him. What is it going to take? What is it going to take for people to realize that this man is a scoundrel?
But they bought right into the orange man saying that former President Barack Obama.
Right, he wasn't born here.
Right. You get what I'm saying? They immediately, you couldn't tell them anything else.
Right. But we have proof.
Right.
Of this man being a close ally and close friend of one of the greatest pedophiles to ever walk this earth. One of the most scoundrel people you'll ever come across. And that's his, and Donald was his best friend.
Right.
So what that mean? What that mean for Donald? Donald was messing with them young girls too.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave him a check for $22,000.
Real talk.
So what was the $22,000 for? They both millionaires, so $22,000 for services.
Absolutely. You can't
services rendered.
Right. You can't try to talk about Diddy and then say, well, it's not for,
No.
that wasn't what that was for, though.
Listen, what is it going to take for the American public to realize that? Let's check this clip out of this lady talking.
Absolutely.
Check it out.
About the Epstein case, would the White House support a professional handwriting expert review of the document released yesterday to prove that it's not the president's signature?
Sure, we would support that. And in fact, I have already seen many forensic analysts of signatures coming out. I believe it was the Daily Signal that published a piece with 3 separate signature analysts who said that this absolutely was not the president's authentic signature. And we have maintained that position all along. The president did not write this letter. He did not sign this letter. And that's why the president's external legal team is aggressively pursuing litigation against the Wall Street Journal, and they will continue to.
About the Epstein case, would the...
So they're going to sue the Wall Street Journal. They're going to sue the U.S. House Committee?
Right.
They always talking about suing somebody for some Drake stuff. They're going to sue somebody. Listen, American people, what will it take for you to realize that this man, Donald J. Trump, that's his middle name, J, is a scoundrel?
And look at the signatures.
He's not look at the signatures. And then they broke down that, because, over time, your signatures change as you get older. Right. So they went back to that time period that he was in, and they showed his signature from that time period, and voila, it's the same one. How many lives does Donald Trump have? This is ridiculous. And they got him sending this letter to Epstein. Me and Epstein weren't great friends. We weren't. He was just a guy I knew. Well, I've never written a letter like that to some of my best friends.
Right.
So what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And you gave him $22,000 for what? It's crazy. What is it going to take for the American? That's a question we should ask the people. What is it going to take for someone to say, for the American public, for MAGA to, even a portion of them, to realize that this man is a scoundrel, and they not believe everything this man says? It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess in thinking about that, Paul could be like, how many people really believe that it's not his signature? And just all of the things that he's doing,
it's probably a number of people.
Man, right.
But probably a lot of people that in Middle America, in the Bible Belt, in West Virginia.
So do you believe it was his signature, first poll? Do you believe that it was the orange man's signature, or are you believing his people that are saying
absolutely
it is absolutely not? That's not his, and we will prove that, and we're going to sue, and we're going to sue, and we're going to sue. That's his thing. So let us know. You can call in 833-212-1017, and will they break this cycle? Will they ever break this cycle of this blind faith? Sincere Ronnie Ray Real, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Not really a city girl. Great morning. Love you, appreciate you. And some more that is signing, but my little box here can't get past that. But yeah, our poll is up right now. Do you believe that it was Donald, the orange man's signature? Do you believe it?
And he's suing the Wall Street Journal for $10 billion.
See what I'm saying?
$10 billion.
Man, listen.
And everybody knows he was with this man. He was kicking it with Evan.
Right.
You know, they got pictures on the private plane together, but you didn't know this man.
Right.
Now, come on. Now, if it was a criminal case and they wanted to make you a party to the crime, they would have enough evidence to say, oh, that was your man. You're a part of this RICO case. That was your man. You was benefiting off of this. We got checks going from you to him or him to you. But for him to be president, that's not enough.
Right.
To say, okay, man, you can't be president, man. You already got 36, 34, what is it, 34?
34.
You already got 34 felonies, 34 Fs on your record. Any person with 34 Fs on their record
right.
is can't even get a job.
Right.
They can't even walk in any place of with a respectable office environment and say, give me a job. I'm like, no, man, you got 34 Fs on your record.
Man, listen, man, I'm
but
telling you.
But it's okay for him to have that?
And that's why I said once that happened, once he was officially elected, that they should take that felony question off of every application, whether it's renters, whether it's jobs, whatever it is, they should take it off. Because if you can be in the highest office in the land and have 34 felonies, you're convicted now, and still get the job. Then all of that, it shouldn't be on any other applications. It shouldn't be on. You shouldn't be judged by. You shouldn't be judged by it.
Because people don't understand, not only is the presidency, right? It's the highest office in the land, political office in the land, but it also sets the standard for what the federal government has historically set the standard for what's acceptable in private work environments, whether it be civil rights case issues, whatever the case may be, the federal government has set the standard. So if you look at that and you say Trump is in the highest office in the land and the federal government is setting the standard for everything else, where are we supposed to hold our politicians to? What are we supposed to hold our leaders to when this dude got 34 Fs and he's kicking it with a known pedophile?
Absolutely. Again, Truth Talk text lines 833-212-1017. We got to get ready to take care of some bills. We definitely want to hear from you. If you're on the YouTube page, make sure you take and answer that poll. Do you believe that it was the Orange Man's signature or not? And I don't know, man. This is crazy. We'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth. Friday Night Lights now officially lives here. 1017 The Truth is the proud home of Marquette Hilltoppers football. Tune in Friday night as the Hilltoppers travel to take on the Menominee Falls Phoenix. Join our coverage starting at 6:30 p.m., leading up to kickoff at 7 p.m. Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. And sponsored by Left's Lucky Town, C.G. Schmidt, Capital Insurance Agency, Boyle Fredrickson, Annex Wealth Management, Magic Productions, and Burghardt Sporting Goods.
At Hazelden Betty Ford, treating mental health isn't just about breaking old patterns. It's about braving new ones. As the leader in alcohol and drug treatment for 75 years, we know caring for addiction, anxiety, depression, and trauma goes hand in hand. We're here for you with new tools when life breaks down. Discover your path to better mental health at hazeldenbettyford.org/Wisconsin. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Here is Sherwin Hughes with his truth.
You ever notice how the phrase 9 to 5 sounds just so old school? That's because in 2025, the 9 to 5 is as outdated as a rotary phone. Let's be real. The world has changed, and the way we work has changed with it. The gig economy is booming. Folks are making money on their own terms, driving Ubers, delivering DoorDash, freelancing, and side hustling their way to the bag. And then there's the work-from-home revolution. People are clocking in from their kitchen tables, their favorite coffee shops, or even the beach. Laptops open, pajamas on, productivity up. The virtual office is now the new corner office, and the only commute is from the bed to the desk. Let's not forget about the digital nomads, those bold souls who turn the world into their workplace. They're sending emails from Bali, closing deals in Barcelona, and living life on their own schedule. No time clock, no cubicle, Just Wi-Fi and a dream. And 21st century entrepreneurship, well, it's a whole new game. You can launch a business from your phone, build a brand on Instagram, and make more in a week than some folks do in a month without even punching a clock. So who's still working that old 9-to-5 job? People who are resistant to change or maybe just can't adapt. The future belongs to the flexible, the creative, the hustlers who know how to make technology work for them. The 9-to-5, well, that's a museum piece. The real action is happening outside the box, where freedom and opportunity are just a click away.
This has been Truth Takes on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Things are slowing down even more on westbound 94 right out of the Marquette all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. So heads up with that. Eastbound, not too much better. We got backups from Highway 16 all the way to Springdale Road and again past Barker Road and again past Highway 100 all the way to about 35th Street. Southbound 43, we do have delays now from just before Good Hope Road all the way down to about Silver Spring. Southbound 41, your usual delays from south of Good Hope Road down to about Burleigh with northbound slowing from Mayfair Road up to Capitol. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, slight chance for showers, partly sunny with a high of 75. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 60. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 1017 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Tune in to the award-winning 1017 The Truth's Black Business Give Black Spotlight this Friday at 3:57 p.m. between the Tory Lowe Show and Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. Kyle Wallace will be joined by Trelly Mack, CEO of Hard Labor Entertainment. They will discuss Trelly's thriving clothing brand and how he went from an entertainer to a successful clothing designer by networking with the right people. So again, tune in to the Black Business Give Black Spotlight with Hard Labor Entertainment this Friday at 3:57 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. This is Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. We are your cousin subs of the day. I'm a club sub. The legendary Home Blow, along with the legendary
Dame Elsie in the house.
And, of course, the lines are open, 833-212-1017. And where are we at with the polls so far, Andrew? Great morning to you, by the way.
Great morning to you.
What are we looking at? And Dr. Clarissa Lawrence, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Thanks for checking in.
70% say yes on the poll.
All right.
And listen, y'all, this is from the man's 50th birthday in 2003. As somebody that's turned 50, that's a big birthday. So you want to have all your people involved.
Mm-hmm.
And so he had 238 pages in this book.
Right.
And this book was not released by, like you said, it wasn't released by the Shade Room. It wasn't released by some website. It was released by the Epstein estate.
Right.
They did it. They released the book. So it's from the horse's mouth. It's from his estate. They found it. They released it. They found this book. And so what happened is, give y'all a little history. Wall Street Journal had said this book existed, said this letter from Trump to Epstein existed, and Trump said, no, it doesn't exist. You're lying. It doesn't exist. That's my Trump voice.
We're going to hear the clip.
It doesn't exist, but it did.
Right.
And now it's out. And so what are you doing? Let's see what Trump said. Look.
Birthday letter.
It's not my signature, and it's not the way I speak. And anybody that's covered me for a long time know that's not my language. It's nonsense. And frankly, you're wasting your time. All you do is trying to get off the great success of D.C. and about 200 other things we've done that are so successful. This is a great, great success, and we have so many. I don't think any president in their first 8 months has had anywhere near the success that we've had.
So will you meet with the Epstein victims? Do you plan to meet with?
I don't know about. Nobody suggested that. Certainly, I don't like that whole situation with respect to anybody being abused or hurt. But I haven't even thought about that. Thank you all very much. Have a good time. Thank you.
Is agreed. The heavy sigh.
Right.
This dude is something else. It's 238 pages in this book.
Man.
And his is only one. And it's all these other politicians, it's all these other royal people from around the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so his is the one that they making up.
Right.
They lying on him. And see, the problem is, and you could tell when he's answering that question, is that it bothers him. This is getting under his skin because this is true. And the Republican Party has to, with the Epstein files, you're talking about, first of all, even when you go to jail, when you are molesting or being a pedophile to these kids, right, to these women, even in jail you get treated bad. So I think this is, if this continues, this Epstein stuff continues to go down and it continues to come out, I think this could be a turning point for at least those women in the Republican Party who have supported Trump tooth and nail. When they go to the voting booth, and this is what they're hoping, when they go to the voting booth, they'll say, "Oh, Trump this, Trump that," but when they go in there, they're like, "Forget this dude, I'm voting for." They tell their husbands they're voting for somebody else. That's what they're hoping. But Trump is like, "You may not be able to vote again anyway."
Yeah, if he has his way.
If he has his way.
He has his way.
But the Republicans are turning on him because this is a Republican-led committee. The U.S. committee, whatever this committee was that put this out is, the Republicans have control on this. And so they put it out anyway.
Right.
And so they're asking for him to answer these questions and to be transparent about what happened with Epstein, what's going on. And you can see he's not admitting it.
Nope. Not at all.
Anybody that knows how I talk, no, I don't talk like that. They know that's not my handwriting. Come on, man. In a court of law, if you could tell somebody that's not my handwriting, but all these handwriting experts say it's yours.
Say it's yours. DBJ, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Said great morning to everyone, and that's the Orange Man's signature, in my opinion. Stay focused, 414. Great morning, love you, appreciate you. Say y'all so stuck on the Orange Man. He said, what about Obama and Biden at the Epstein Island?
Well, they was there too. And whoever said that, you ain't lying.
Right. So, but again,
all of them was there.
They're not denying. You know what I'm saying? We're not in denial about that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
they not the president right now.
Right.
If this came out when Obama and Biden was president, it would be an issue. What are you doing at the Diddy party?
Right. It would have been an issue as well.
That's what it boils down to. But they say Obama and them, they have logs. All of these people went to the island, right? And some of them left early, some of them stayed the night, some of them stayed for long periods of time. Like Clinton was kicking it out there.
Right. Absolutely.
So we know what time Clinton was on. We know what he was on. Clinton was kicking it with Epstein. So so if Clinton was in office, it would be the same thing if this came out, and I would be all for it. Because who's protecting these victims now? Now that they older, who's protecting them? They need protection because they said they were going to put out their own list of people that were on this island, people that they knew and that they had met.
Yeah,
and I was like, well, they would hire some security.
Yeah, stay focused. 414. Feel free to call in. Like I say, we want to hear from Truth Nation.
Yeah,
your thoughts and opinions, matter. We want to hear them, even if me or Dame have to agree to disagree with you. We still want to be able to hear from you because your voice needs to be heard. There are other people that I'm sure agree with you or feel the same way. And so we're not about trying to silence everybody and just make it whatever the legendary Dame Elsie says or the legendary Home Blow says. We want to hear your thoughts and opinions, but we're definitely going to give ours as well. So you can call in 833-212-1017. Anybody from Truth Nation to give us your thoughts on this because we've got 4 years of this.
Yeah.
4
the second
years.
Set of years.
Right.
It's
and I feel like the baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. You get what I'm saying? And as he continues to be able to do this, and then there's the temporary injunctions, but in the end, we've seen most of those temporary injunctions get turned around, and it goes in the Orange Man's favor. So my thing is, how long do you try to teach our children and our future and just other people about the truth and lies and what an upstanding citizen or person is like. But then we are smothered with the exact opposite. And are you going to tell your children, like, yes, everything he says is true. The way he says it, it's all true. Nobody is perfect. That would be saying that he's perfect. Nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect. Dame's not perfect. Andrew's not perfect. You go to saying the world, we're not perfect. So we all have imperfections. But if somebody tries to present themselves to you like I'm the perfect person, you're a damn liar. You're not going to urinate in my face and tell me it's rain.
Yeah. And that's what Trump does every time he gets a microphone in front of him.
Damn.
And but you can't. And you know. And to be quite fair, we are piling on Trump. But I think a lot of these federal level politicians are the same way, whether they red or blue. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be cleared out of federal level politicians, and I think the Epstein files will show you that although we are on Trump right now, like the person had written in and said, we're on Trump right now because he's the one that's sitting in office. There's been a lot of presidents that have been to Epstein.
That's right.
Island.
That's
Why
right.
are you there?
Right.
You're the president. Why are you kicking it with Epstein? You trying to get some money from him or something? I know he's worth a lot of money, but why are you with Epstein? Why are you know what's going on? Why is Obama even at this island? You know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So it just shows that even if they aren't involved in what is going on, like Trump was involved in what's going on, they are in their silence. They have given it the okay. They have said it's. They have turned a blind eye to it, right? And in doing that, what are you telling the rest of the country? What are you telling the rest of the people that look up to you, the rest of the people that follow you, right?
Absolutely.
Because in that position, like I said, in that position as president, you're not just the leader of the free world and somebody that's elected to that position. You are the moral compass. You're supposed to be
that part,
the moral compass for the country.
Producer Andrew, you got something to add into this?
I just got to fact check something really quick. The lists that were like floating around that had Obama, Michelle Obama's name, those were not real lists. He's not on any flight logs.
Obama's not on the flight logs? He was there.
We got to take care of some bills, Dave.
He was there.
I'm the legendary Homer Blow. He's the legendary
Dame Elsie in the house.
We got to get ready to take care of some bills. Make sure you join in on the YouTube poll. Do you believe that it was the Orange Man's signature? Because he's saying it was not him. You have your thoughts and opinions, 833-212-1017. We're going to take care of some bills, but we'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
This is 1017 The Truth, Kyle Wallace, and I am Milwaukee. I take great pride in being a 414 boy and representing the city that I love. The great memories I have of going to Northtown Cinema to see movies with family and friends, to going to Capitol Court to see the Black Santa Claus, this city has helped shape me into the man that I am today, and I pledge to utilize my voice as a way to advocate for you in our community. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the award-winning 1017 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. When a customer chooses Pella, one of the most important things to them is honoring that trust and commitment. A lot of customers might have apprehensions about inviting someone out to their home. But when you see the experience and professionalism, you can trust them with bringing your project to life. Their vision is to be the company that people want to do business with. Watching them work from idea to installation gives you the ability to see firsthand the care taken to ensure the Pella experience is complete. When you want long-lasting comfort and reliability, it's easy to trust Pella. Every piece is specifically constructed for you and your home, always designed with innovation and rigorously tested for quality and performance. The Pella team takes pride in constructing quality windows and doors with meticulous attention to every detail. Order by the end of the month and get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 9/30/2025.
Truth Nation, Just Between Friends, Milwaukee's best pop-up children's resale is back September 18th to the 21st at Wisconsin State Fair Expo Center. Shop thousands of gently used kids' clothing, toys, books, and more. Pre-sale is September 18th. Paid tickets online. Free tickets for first-time parents, grandparents, military, first responders, teachers, and daycare directors. Want to consign? Earn 60%. Shop early and help local families by donating unsold items. Get tickets and consign online at Milwaukee County JBFsale.com. Just Between Friends, families serving families.
Here at Odom Investments and Property Management, we bring life back to homes. Looking to sell your home or need a trusted property manager? Or maybe you're ready to learn the real estate game through our Scale Up Journey internship program. Call us at 855-ODOM-WAY or visit odomhomes.com to get started today. That's odomhomes.com or 855-ODOM-WAY. Your journey begins here.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious accident? It's free. Yes, free, as in it won't cost you anything to speak with us. There's never a fee until we win your case. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Make your home safer. Get rid of unused household chemicals at MMSD Home Hazmat Drop-Off. It's free to visit a collection center. Get all the info you need at MMSD.com. Milwaukee County residents only, no businesses.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
We're black. Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. Of course, great morning to our producer, Andrew, who's always on point. Got our stories up where you can see them too. You can follow along. Got our clips up where you can listen and watch. You know, that's great work. So we appreciate you, Andrew. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I tell him that every time we get done. I'm like, man, you really be on this, brother. Pause. You really have.
I wasn't gonna say.
Damn.
I wasn't gonna say that. I know. We gonna go to the line, Dan.
Let's go to the line.
Majoya, great morning. I love you. I appreciate you. You hear the conversation. What's your truth?
Grand rising, gentlemen. It really kills me when they got to throw Obama. Yeah, Biden go get caught, but when they got to throw Obama in there. But what Obama didn't do was make friends with Epstein, take a lot of photos with him, and lift him up by being him the coolest guy and friend him. Nor did he send him a picture of an underage woman.
Right.
That silhouette is of an underage woman. Mm-hmm. Why do I say that? The adolescent male in me saying those are the breasts ain't fully developed. And you know they like them big and they like them that. But that's a smaller scale underage person where he's put his signature about the pubic line. Again, not like a woman would do, which was go get a bikini wax. Little underage be having a little wildness going on. So, he may not talk like it. You may not be those signature, but that's your intentions.
I didn't even notice that his signature was the pubic area. That his signature, when you look at it like that, that's what his signature serves at. He knew what he was. Come on.
Young uncropped bush, if I can say that. Sorry, guys. I don't want to get it. And the breast is smaller. I'm just pointing out the obvious.
I'm messing with you.
I'm just pointing out the obvious of what I see or what I'm depicting in this picture. So yeah, you can run that all day, but you know what your intentions was, and everybody out here know it. So we let's call it for what it is.
Right.
And this is the guy who's running our nation. So
right.
Live righteous, Milwaukee. Peace.
Hey, when you step back from that picture and you look at it like that, he's real. I didn't even see the Donald. I was just looking at the signature itself but I didn't see it as that could be what he was doing when he wrote that. And come on, man. And the last line is, we have secrets every day.
Mm-hmm. Right.
We share these secrets or something. Come on, man. What secrets you and Epstein share? And he's a pedophile, a convicted pedophile. So what secrets are you sharing with this convicted pedophile?
The Truth text line 833-212-1017. On the True Text line, we got a couple of comments. One from Tony from Tulsa. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Said, why are you talking about the shiny object? We know Dump knew and hung out with Epstein. So did Bill. So did Clinton, Bill Gates. Let's talk about the judges that no one is talking about. Mara Luna, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Said, thank you for having this conversation. It is a cult. Once the Orange Man started preaching to get elected, he gave all these people permission to be openly hateful. He identified his scapegoats and convinced the populace that marginalized and vulnerable communities are to blame for anything. I hate all them. Even with the truth community, people cape for him because of their shared hatred of immigrants. His followers are either hateful, have no integrity because of their hunger for power, or are just simple-minded. Again, hey, that's a damn moment right there, for real. 877-833-212-1017, 833-212-1017. If you'd like to join into this dialogue, because this is real conversation, because I don't, talking about sheep, you always hear of just the sheep and blindly following, and we have had to live this for 2 terms now. You get what I'm saying? Like
2.5 terms.
Like, are y'all really believing this? Are y'all really buying into this? This stuff is even hurting you.
Yeah.
It's hurting his base of supporters. And some of them are still just holding and standing tall. Like, it's crazy.
I saw a woman Republican come out of the committee meeting where they were discussing, the oversight committee, where they were discussing these Epstein files and the letters and stuff, and where the survivors had come and talked, and she was walking out of there, and she was walking out of the room fighting back tears after listening to these young women, who are now older women, talk about what had happened to them. And so Republicans are being faced with it's like being faced with your own mortality.
Yep.
They're being faced with the fact that they have supported this fascist man and supported this terrible person, and now they're being faced with, is this going to be the death of my career? Mm-hmm. Because once this all hits the fan, and people have these quotes of me stand, because Trump made people stand behind him. He made people support him, whether to get them in office, you had to have Trump support. Now, in 2 years, when they have to run again, or in 2026, when they have to run again if they're in Congress, and that support that Trump gave them, is that going to be the death to their career?
Man, I believe it. Gabe Williams, great morning on the YouTube page. Love you and appreciate you. Says morning to yourself, Damon, as well as me.
Good morning.
ATV Bob, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Said, worried about the Orange Man when your kids at school with them teachers that like kids.
There, and Andrew, good looking out. How you find a clip that fast? That's her. She is literally look how red her face is.
Absolutely.
She is literally fighting, and that's a Republican woman that has supported Trump throughout all of this, and everybody's looking at her like, wow. And she's like, and even the press secretary, you could tell it's bothering her with her young dumb self, but it's bothering her that she has to go out here and defend this man when they know behind them closed doors the things that he's done.
And we got calls on the Truth Talk text line, and we're getting ready to take those. But if you go back and look at some of the people that were in his first administration, that after the fact, they ended up saying, yeah, it was some bull. It should tell you something.
How come everybody that leaves from working with him is now they disgruntled, but they're telling the truth?
Right.
But they're disgruntled.
But the supporters, they're like, oh, they're lying too because the Orange Men say they lying. Sandra.
It's a cult.
Right, it is. It absolutely. Sandra, great morning. I love you. I appreciate you. You hear the conversation this morning. What's your truth?
Oh, good morning. Yes, I heard some of the conversation. You were talking about some letter, just him signing something.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, the Epstein case. Now, this has been going on a long time. I think it kind of seemed like it kind of dropped around the time Trump was trying to rerun for president. Mm-hmm. So I'm just wondering why didn't they catch it then? Because they said by him, once he's a citizen, he can get charged like a citizen. Mm-hmm. But once he's the president, all that's stuff, like I say, he gets complete immunity now because they passed whatever they passed up there. So now he can't be charged. And my problem is, I had a son. He spent 22 years in prison. 22. They gave him 60. One case he had. Now you got a man in prison, and most of it was solitary confinement. 22 years. Now you can break a person, solitary confinement, 22 years, jump them around to maximum prisons and all of this. Now we got these big billionaires. They can pay their way out of it. They can lie their way out of it. They're gangsters. I don't think it's right because when we get the law shoved at us, they make it look like, especially black people, we're the crime makers. We're committing the crime. Now we're going to put back the death penalty. They're the ones that can make the laws for us, but yet they're the ones that break the laws and they get the pass. And then we sit here, did he do it or didn't he do it? Or was he on the picture with Clinton and this and that? No, they got the evidence. Kids were talking that was there. And some of them died. One, they said died. And once they started talking, they shut them down. I don't think it's right. I'm going to speak my truth all the time.
There you go.
We got to take our children and shelter our children because they're after us, number one. They're pretending to Mexicans. But this is not going to stop.
Thank you for your call, Sandra. We love you and appreciate you. Security Mike, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. You hear the topic. What's your truth?
Hey, how y'all doing, Homer and Dane?
Bless.
Good, brother. I just want to say we need to get these Republicans, some of these Republicans, maybe a good 10% to come over because they being naive and they know what Trump is about. I went up to the Upper Iowa with Tory Lowe and them this weekend,
Wow.
and talking, they was double teaming. They just can't understand, that they die hard Trump. They still die hard Trump. Liz as well. But we need about a good 10% to really see what's going on now with Trump. Those are Trump's signatures, man. But he gonna keep denying, saying it's not his signature. I've seen 7 or 8 of them signatures. They all look the same.
Don't they?
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And Trump can't deny that. But what it is, they go keep. Didn't nothing happen when Trump was out of office because the Democrats didn't push it. Yeah, because some of them are involved in it too. But I don't care if the Democrats are in it too. Trump is the one that's at the top. We don't need the pedophile running this country. So that we got to get to the bottom of this, man. I just hope Joe Rogan and a lot of them podcasters don't give up because otherwise we're fools.
All right, thank you very much.
Trump is conning us.
Thank you very much, Security Mike. We're up on a break. Again, you're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. We are your cousin subs of the day. I'm a club sub, the legendary Homer Blow, along with the legendary
Dame Elsie in the house.
Will Be Black.
Come in with straight truth. And to make matters even worse, Truth Nation, when you look at more numbers, there have been 59 children shot in the city of Milwaukee, and 40 of the perpetrators were also under 18. They were children. So you have almost 60 young folks here. If you go to a private school, some schools only got 60 kids in elementary school, but you're talking about maybe 3 classrooms in a middle school or elementary school worth of kids who have been shot in our city this year, but 40 of them who perpetrated the act were also children. So you're talking about 100 kids who are ruining their lives in the city of Milwaukee in 8 months. We have to be better because when you look at the overall murder rate in the city of Milwaukee, Milwaukee makes up about 50% of the total murders in the whole state of Wisconsin. But seeing young folks getting killed and young folks shooting guns is extremely troubling and puzzling to me. It should be puzzling to you as well. It's a troubling reality that we have to face in our community.
Watch all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows by subscribing to 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
The more you listen to your kids, the closer you'll be. So we asked kids, what do you want your parents to hear?
I feel sometimes that I'm not listened to. I would just want you to listen to me more often and evaluate situations with me and lead me towards success.
We're not adults, so just be there and listen. I just want someone to yap to. And I just feel like I'll be fine if someone just hears me talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk.
You're doing a really good job. And I don't think I tell you that enough. And I know sometimes we get into it and it's just hard on both of us, but, try to understand me more, and I'll try to do the same.
Listening is a form of love. Find resources to help you support your kids and their emotional well-being at sounditouttogether.org. That's sounditouttogether.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Pivotal.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269BL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
We're black. Alfonso Dupree, great morning. Love you, appreciate you, a.k.a. my D. Of course, we're going to go to the Truth Talk text lines. But on the text line, Melisande said they hate you more than they love themselves. And Marcus Shaw, great morning, love you, appreciate you as well, said, I didn't know America became racist under the Orange Man. That's news to me, laughing out loud.
When did we say that?
We didn't say it.
Come on, man. People just hear what they want to hear. Nobody, did you just log in? Did they just log in and not hear everything we've been saying all week?
Man.
Even every time we on air, do they not hear what we talk about? Come on, man.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of our mouths? We're going to go to the Truth Talk text lines. The lines are open, 833-212-1017. Pat, great morning. I love you. I appreciate you. You hear the conversation and the dialogue. What's your truth?
Good morning, gentlemen. Yes, I think it is Trump's signature. But the thing that boggles my mind, like the lady said before, is when he was running for office, and before he started running, and they said that he had raped a lady, the Epstein files nor this signature didn't come up from either side, which is kind of boggles my brain a little bit, because I'm wondering about this is not the first time that Epstein files have come up, and I'm sure they've had this diary for a while.
Yep.
Also, I wanted to say that it's mighty funny that Epstein did not even complete a bachelor's degree and was able to have all of this money and hobnob with all of these professionals and celebrities and politicians. So I wanted to also say that if we think about it, America has always been ran by pedophiles. I'm sure that when they were raping our people, slaves, that they weren't just raping young, older women or grown women. They were raping children. So the United States, this is nothing new under the sun for us. And I think we're making it just about Trump, and we should be making it about this whole administration that's been standing on our necks for years, raping us and abusing us, and nobody's been saying anything about it. This has been going on forever, and it's mainly been happening to people that brown people. So I just wanted to say that. Thank y'all for listening.
You're welcome. And, Dame, I want to say that I think that we have been talking about it. It's just that when you are the highest person in the highest office of the land, you get what I'm saying?
You get the focus.
And because, again, he is, in my opinion, making it okay to show that, hey, I'm a proud racist, basically. You feel what I'm saying? I hate black people. I hate y'all. And I'm going to show you. So there's no more, I feel like the sheets have just came off. You don't have to be afraid. He's going to give you a thumbs up if you come out and just say that, hey, yeah, I'm with you.
He's the parachute. And anytime you want to stop somebody from, falling and landing safely, you put a hole in their parachute, and you got to go at the parachute. He's the one that's covering for a lot of the racism that's going on since Charlottesville, a lot of the blatant racism. I saw something the other day where one of the Proud Boys was saying, look, in 2020 or 2018, we were talking all of this talk about immigration and what we should do with ICE and this, that, and now it's mainstream.
Right.
So these tropes and these theories didn't come from anywhere. They've become mainstream, but we've been talking about it. But shout out to the caller, because she actually put me up on something, and I didn't really think about it that way. When you think about the forefathers of this country and the things that they did to black people, we know about slavery, but we don't think about the actions of slavery and what took place during the time period of slavery and even after slavery, as it pertains to African American women and being raped. That they weren't just raping grown women.
That's right.
And so when you look at it that way, you
the
like,
color purple shows you that,
I didn't think of it that way. So she's putting me up on. 2 times today I've been put up on game by the Truth Nation callers. My man with the Donald being the pubic area, and right here the caller just and that's real talk, and that's why I love y'all.
Absolutely.
Good stuff.
G, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. You've been hearing the conversation and the topics. What's your truth?
Good morning. Thank you for taking my call. It just amazes me that whenever anyone accuses or says anything about Donald Trump, it's either a hoax or it's fake news, or it's a lie and everything is made up. Now, didn't he admit going into a teenage beauty pageant unannounced, without permission, while they were dressing and undressing?
Yep.
He walked into he walked in there so that he could see half-naked young girls because they were teenagers.
Yep.
And he admitted that. And he sent his personal lawyer, who he gave a position in his cabinet, to interview, I don't know you pronounce her name, Elaine Maxwell or whatever. And all of a sudden now she gets moved from a maximum, she gets moved from a maximum security prison to a prison where, you know what you call it, it's like a medium security or whatever. All of a sudden she gets moved.
Club fed type situation.
Right, yeah, and she may even get pardoned. So what I don't understand, and it's something you said, Homer, about him being a racist, the sad thing to me is black people in our community and across this nation that publicly support him and will go down with the shit with him no matter what,
Yep.
And they're on TV, on the radio every single day, throwing their support to Donald Trump. So for his supporters, it doesn't matter what he does. You can have video with him being totally nude with a whole bunch of young girls, and it's not going to matter to them. They're going to, because like I said, to me, it's a cult, and like you said, Homer, nobody is perfect. I mean,
that's right.
Everybody has skeletons in their closet, everybody, nobody's perfect. We all are human. But like I said, he does no wrong in his eyes, and he can just say, I didn't do this and I didn't do that, and that it is what it is, But we all know that it was probably his signature, because he's also admitted, like I said, he admitted grabbing women by the private parts and things like that. Come on,
admitted it. Yeah.
Come on, he's admitted. So I mean, thanks for taking my call, and I'm going to hang up and listen. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to go right back to the Truth Talk text lines. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. Al, great morning. I love you. I appreciate you. You're hearing the conversation. What's your truth?
Well, the truth is, it doesn't surprise me because I think some people want to be in them little girls' position. So they looking at their skin and think it's because it's white, it's right. It's probably a farm animal sitting somewhere with a venereal disease, because probably when they was chewing on that schlatt and that Fleshman vodka, they probably called down to Christopher Columbus while he was giving all them venereal diseases to them animals and said, hey, what can I do next? So it doesn't surprise me because they like that sadistic stuff. See, that's why they get so mad at black people, because, see, everything we got, everything we got, they want. So they buy hook and crook And for those who vote for him, they probably want to be in his position. Only thing you got to do is tell him untuck his camel toe and put on them urinated drawers. And that to be the closest to the white you can get. But you have to understand the psychotic, the vile fetish that some of these black have for white. Some of them say, well, here, let me lay on the ground and you sit on my face and fart in my mouth because I want to taste the demons that grow with inside you.
Oh, all right, Al.
Let me check my watch. What time is it?
It ain't time for a break yet, but we
8
could.
a.m., right?
Yes, sir.
It's only 8 in the morning. We BET after dark.
Yeah,
with Al.
Uncut. BET Uncut. Well, so... yeah, let's...
I don't even know what to say.
Lori Patterson, great morning on the YouTube page. Make sure while you're there, you like and subscribe on our YouTube page. Of course, you are also on X 1017 The Truth. Andrew, did we get that other live page up yet? Is it rolling?
Hey, listen, though.
Yes, yeah. Tell them about that, how they can go there.
Yeah, our Facebook page as well. We are streaming there. Yeah, we're everywhere. X,
Are we on Facebook
YouTube,
now?
Facebook.
Yes.
Wow, that's new. That's new, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, walk on the Facebook.
Yeah.
Truth 101.7.
Truth
subscribe
Nation
as well.
Yeah, go
and
on,
subscribe
go on Facebook then and check us out then.
Absolutely.
If you don't have time to get on YouTube and do all that stuff, that's even easier. We live. They like live streaming us right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ah, that's great. I gotta watch what I put on now that we on Facebook. I can't wear the same shirt every day. I gotta take that Nike sweatshirt off. I looked somebody.
Oh my goodness.
My man Andrew posted the stuff, and then I looked like, hold on. I wore that Nike sweatshirt a lot, didn't I? Made sure I didn't wear it today. But you know, it's early in the morning. That's like you just grab it and you only going for 2 hours. You just grab it and put it on as a sweatshirt. But the world don't know I got on different pants or something like that. And I just like, bro, this brother is wearing the same clothes every day. You know?
Well, you know, it is in our agreement, though. You know, you remember the paperwork. You know.
It is?
Yeah, it is.
To wear different clothes?
Yeah, you know, your attire.
Listen here. I was trained by Telly and DT. And
okay.
And Telly used to come from working out, and Telly would have on, you know, he had on his Q hat and his sweatshirt.
That was a good one.
And so I'm like, okay, there you go. That's what I'm doing, you know?
Okay, all right.
But anyway, Al, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. We love you, but dog, bruh. 8 o'clock in the morning.
Well, it's the truth in the morning, though. It's the truth in the morning.
In the morning.
And that was his truth. You know, I'd be like, what's your truth?
That's the truth.
That's his truth.
And one part of that truth was absolutely correct, that people think they want to be Trump, and they hold him to this I want to be like him. And white people actually think one day they're going to be able to grab women by their vaginas. One day they think they're going to be able to have all of these different young girls and do all of the stuff that Trump does and be worth a lot of money, when Trump actually, if you're looking at his businesses, you're going to go bankrupt like he did.
And you're going to go to prison.
You're going to go to jail trying to be Trump. Jail, like the meme said.
We got to get ready to take care of some bills. I am the legendary Homer Blow. He is the legendary
Jail.
Dave Elsie will be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Need a way to hype up your day?
Hey, is this Carolyn?
It is.
Congratulations, Carolyn. You just won this.
Congratulations. Woo!
God is good all the time.
What would you do with $5,000?
I'm going to buy my nieces some school clothes because my nephew just passed away.
Aww.
So I'm going to get them some clothes.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. When a customer chooses Pella, one of the most important things to them is honoring that trust and commitment. A lot of customers might have apprehensions about inviting someone out to their home. But when you see the experience and professionalism, you can trust them with bringing your project to life. Their vision is to be the company that people want to do business with. Watching them work from idea to installation gives you the ability to see firsthand the care taken to ensure the Pella experience is complete. When you want long-lasting comfort and reliability, it's easy to trust Pella. Every piece is specifically constructed for you and your home, all always designed with innovation and rigorously tested for quality and performance. The Pella team takes pride in constructing quality windows and doors with meticulous attention to every detail. Order by the end of the month and get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 9/30/2025.
Crispy chicken tenders are now at Cousin Subs. Enjoy them with your favorite dipping sauce, or try them in one of our 2 new subs, Classic Crispy Chicken or Bold Buffalo Ranch Crispy Chicken. Both served on our fresh baked bread, made with quality you can taste. But hurry, these crispy favorites are only here for a limited time. Order in store, online, or on the app today. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
School's back in session. Kids have their backpacks, school supplies, and new clothes. But are you ready as a parent? Families are the single most important factor in a child's academic success. This year, get to know your child's teachers. Stay engaged with their learning. Don't be shy about asking questions along the way. Because as a parent, you are your child's first and most important teacher. Learn more about how City Forward Collective is helping families, students, and schools thrive at cityforwardcollective.org.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
We're black. And yeah, if you weren't awoke, you
I
are
woke
now.
you up. I got people texting me. My cousin, shout out to my cousin Trent, just text me. He said, Al is a fool, ain't he?
Tamisha Gilbert on the YouTube page. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. So, with all of this talk about bringing in National Guards and all of that to these different cities that don't want it, let's do a real divide of what's really going on. And it's usually the blue states that he's talking about bringing.
But he wants to bring all the National
Guards
to blue cities even.
Yeah, so what's happening in the red states?
Why are they not getting any mention? They ain't getting no airplay, right?
Right, absolutely. Andrew, can we dive? Yeah, we want to dive into that and kind of do some facts and some statistics on what's really going on.
Let's set it up though. Is that what we're dealing with is another issue of Trump, and this is what Trump does. Trump is a master of, watch my left hand, and he smacks you with the right. And what I know from when Trump first got in office, and I went and I did some research on it, and I saw that he was modeling himself after Putin. And then you go look up what people have said about Putin, is that they've often said that you can't really watch what Putin does. If you're watching him too closely, you're going to miss all the other moving pieces that are going on around him. He's going to make a spectacle. He's going to say this and say he's going to do this and say he's going to do some wild stuff or whatever the case may be, or may do some wild stuff over here. But while he's doing that wild stuff over there, something else is going on over here. And a lot of times with Trump, it's the same way. So we have to stop falling for the distractions and focus on what's really going on. And the distractions is the stuff that he's saying. Oh, the National Guard and crime is out of control over here. And my Trump voice that time was terrible. I can't do it right now because I'm thinking about other stuff. But crime is out of control over here. It's over there. The illegal aliens are doing this. The immigrants are doing this, and another. But the truth of the matter is, in the red states, it's way worse. So this lady breaks it down, and I just want Truth Nation to check this out.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go, Andrew. So you can hear, you get what I'm saying, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, you can see it. I'll get this audio up, and all right. But yeah, and again, when you hear the things,
when you hear what she's saying,
you know
all
what I mean?
of the stuff that because like not to give it away before Andrew can, but give it the life it needs. But she's the things that Trump is saying that he's going to go after these blue states for the crime, you know, all of the stuff that he names, all the negatives that he names. The worst of those things are happening in red states. Red states are the highest level of those things happening. But he's not going after them.
Right.
Why?
Right.
Because it's all a distraction. It's not. He's trying to distract you from the Epstein files that we were talking about earlier.
That's right.
He's trying to distract you from the fact that the economy is about to tank. He's trying to distract you from the fact that 350-something thousand black women during the course of his administration have lost their job, while 330,000 white men have gotten jobs.
That part. We got the audio now.
Hey, let me just tell you what MAGA supermajorities get you. We're 50th in education, the worst in the whole country for women to live. We're poorer, worst health care. And if you look at the bottom 10 states in the United States of America, they are all MAGA supermajorities. These policies hurt people. They use people's faith to lure them in and say, oh, we're family values, but then they don't vote to help women have children. They don't vote for health care. They don't vote for child care. They demean the poor. I live in a red state where policies, Oklahoma, and these policies have horrifically impacted people in rural America that vote for this very party because they weaponize their faith and lure them in.
Weaponize their faith.
Weaponize.
That's she ended powerfully with
Absolutely.
That. And that's deep. Weaponize their faith. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the cult status that Trump has and MAGA has, that they're able to pull the wool over so many people's eyes. And what they're doing is weaponizing their faith. And we've had this discussion before about how people use faith and how the evilness of some people to use your faith in God or faith in country, faith in whatever your faith is held in. I'm going to use that to gain my insight into you and manipulate you into into getting you to do what I want you to do.
It's a blind faith, man.
Yeah.
It's a blind faith. And that is dangerous, man.
Yeah,
that is dangerous.
They have a blind faith in MAGA, and this lady, if what her stuff is right, if research proves her to be right, the bottom 10 states in all of these areas are strictly MAGA.
Right.
So if that's your
when
blueprint,
you say super, you get what I'm saying?
She said super MAGA. So if that's your blueprint for what you want to do for the whole country, why would we vote for you? Why are we putting our faith in you? Because they're distracting you from what's really going on in these red states by saying, oh, these blue states have X, Y, and Z. They're the ones that are the worst. They're the ones where the cartels are. They're the ones where this is happening and that is happening. When the truth of the matter is, it's actually happening in these red states.
Yep.
So distraction. So again, I tell people all the time, and I wish MAGA people would listen, take a step back.
Yep.
See Trump for what he really is. Like we took a step back on that picture we were talking about earlier. I just looking at the signature. Take a step back. You see it's a young woman's body.
Absolutely.
You see what that signature is.
Absolutely.
So that is a metaphor for dealing with Trump. Take a step back.
Yep.
And see the big picture.
A lot
and
of
when you
people
see
be
the
too
big
close.
picture, you see what he's on.
Yep. A lot of people be too close up on it. And I would love to see the reactions of those super MAGA supporters when he starts saying, okay, I'm going to send them there. Now, will you have the same reaction that you're saying, oh, it's needed there? They need to go there. It's reckless, it's death, it's all of that. But when your state is literally dying because you're leading in all of the statistics that you're gloating about when you hear about it in blue states, but in your own state, you will have the blind eye and the blind faith and just ignore all of that. You'll ignore all of that.
Right.
Like it's cutting off your nose to spite your face.
Your face.
And this happens far too often, in my opinion. We got calls coming in on the Truth Talk text line. So before we end up having to go to our next break, we're going to end up going to the Truth Talk text lines. 833-212-1017. 833-212-1017. Al from Sherman Park, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. You're hearing the discussion this morning. What's your truth?
Hi, good morning, gentlemen.
Great morning.
I always like to think about a topic another way, go the other direction of the populace. So if these mega states are so horrible, I just pulled up some statistics to see what were the top 10 highest, growth population states between, I guess it's July 2023 and July 2024. And if these red states are so hated, then why are the top 10 basically red states for people to move to? Like, why are they leaving California and moving to Florida, Texas, Utah, South Carolina, Nevada, North Carolina, Delaware, what's the other ones here? Tennessee, Arizona, Alabama.
Mm-hmm. So that is your point?
Al. Mm-hmm. I mean, I just like to, if they're so horrible, why are people moving there? I guess that's got to be mind-boggling in itself. And then when you talk about the red states with the crime, I think Trump did mention New Orleans. Mm-hmm. That's a red state.
Yeah. Well,
but when you go to the red states,
but these are red states.
But
those
are
red states. Those are blue spots in those red states, though, Al.
If you're
let's
looking
not
at
get it twisted.
Yeah,
those are blue spots. Those are spots where they are ran by either an African American mayor or a white or a woman mayor. So let's not get it. It's not about. Those are blue spots, blue dots in red states.
Yeah, and that's what you got to remember. And also, the cost of living in a lot of those areas are much cheaper. So when you ask, and people that have that MAGA blind faith are going to try to go to places that are cost effective. And it just is what it is. We got to get ready to take care of some bills. We want to still hear from you, Truth Nation. 833-212-1017. This is Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. I am the legendary Home Blow. He is the legendary
Dame Elsie in the house.
And we'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Great impressions.
At Great Impressions Graphics and Printing, they've been proudly serving the community for over 26 years. From their location at the corner of 54th and Burleigh in Milwaukee, their dedication to quality and customer satisfaction has made them a trusted name in printing and design. Great Impressions offer a wide range of services, including banners, posters, yard signs, business cards, programs, and postcards. Plus, they specialize in custom apparel printing, perfect for family reunions, sports outings, business promotions, and more. For your next project, visit greatimpress.com. That's greatimpress.com. Great Impressions. They're here when you need them.
Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 1017 The Truth.
And what are some of the ways that you're inspiring people? Because, you know, one of the biggest opportunities, in particular in the African-American community, is access, exposure, and awareness.
For Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin, we've been here 76 years.
Wow.
And our mantra is saving the lives you love. So if someone you love needs a blood transfusion and they're in any hospital in Southeast Wisconsin here, that blood's coming from us. And so we're trying to make sure that we're communicating that, because I think folks maybe don't understand that blood can't be manufactured. And summers are always tough because schools are out and we collect about 20 to 25% of our blood from schools. Mm-hmm. So it's always a day-to-day struggle. We say that the blood that's on the shelves is the blood that saves lives. And a lot of times people are compelled to donate when something bad happens. And our mission and our job is to educate folks so that we can get ahead of the curve and keep 3 days of inventory on the shelves. So we're in a decent spot right now, but we're on the streets every day trying to inspire people to join our mission. One of our big projects that we're proud of is Versity on King, which is part of the Thrive on Collaboration in the Gimbel Schuster building on Martin Luther King Drive. And next year, we're going to open a destination center there. It'll be a blood donation center, but it'll be more than that because we've realized that we can't be transactional with our relationships in the Black community. We need to do things that are intentional and that show that we're there to stay. But the reason that we're there is because not enough people that look like us donate. And so for disorders like sickle cell disease that disproportionately affect us, the race can matter. But I like to say that, Black folks have a superpower in their blood. 44% of Black blood donors will have this rare trait that makes their blood more likely to be able to be a match for a sickle cell patient. And that 44%, that is way higher than what we would find in other races.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
Southbound on 43, we've got some backups from Good Hope Road all the way down to about Fond du Lac Avenue where there is an accident off on the right shoulder, so careful with that. We've also got a crash westbound on 894 off on the left shoulder right at Forest Home. Delays are stretching back to Loomis with this one. At least it's not in traffic anymore. Eastbound 94, we've got backups from the Zoo interchange to 35th, westbound slow from 27th to Mitchell Boulevard, and then back on the brakes from the Zoo interchange past Sunny Slope Road. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, slight chance for showers, partly sunny otherwise, a high of 75. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 60. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Flying, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
Already?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. We are your cousin subs of the day. I'm a club sub, the legendary Home Blow, along with
the legendary Dame Elsie in the house.
Yes.
I don't know what sub I am yet. I in 10 minutes, I'll probably put it together.
LaShonda Davis, great morning, love you, appreciate you on the YouTube page, said, Al from Sherman Park will never turn on the Orange Man, even if it means his own demise.
And that's what we're talking about.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
We done spent all morning laying out the case for why Black people and women in generally should not support Trump. And voila. Here comes Al. Well, he's sending the National Guard to New Orleans. Well, that's a rare state, but it's New Orleans, man. Mm-hmm. It's a Black city. We know this already. Well, it used to be. It still is. It still has, a blue tinge to it.
Right.
So it's not red. It's a major city that's blue.
Chrisanne Robertson on the YouTube page. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Said, magic unto you, Mr. Sherman. He'll be up next. We're going to go to the True Talk text lines. We've got Ron on the south side. Great morning. I love you. I appreciate you. You've been hearing the dialogue. What's your truth, Ron?
Good morning. Thanks for taking my call.
Absolutely.
Like I was saying, I like this topic because if this pedophile in charge, chief in charge, what do you want to call him, if it hadn't been him, and he had been fair about trying to quote unquote be taking some of these things and lessening the crime, it would probably be taken a different way. But because he's taking such a direct, biased way on pointing out the blue states, when everybody who got some sense know that a lot of these red states in the top 20 are violent cities and have a lot of violent crime, murder, and all that, then it probably wouldn't be so bad. But because Trump is Trump, people are going to look at him like, dude, you don't mean no good. You have no right and no wiggle room to say that you're moral in any way, shape, or form. And let me ask y'all a question, man. Why did y'all just double team on Al and hit him with the slap down this morning? He always trying to call in and be all quiet and calm and collected, and then he come in with he kind of wiggle in a lie there, and Dane pointed out, those states are red, but there's some pockets of blue where people do move because the area is better, like every other city. But yeah, man, I like that quiet kill y'all just got them with the facts. That do. You can't look at it this way. There's always another way to look at a subject. Thank you very much for this.
Absolutely, absolutely. We appreciate you, Ron, on the South Side. E. Gibson, great morning
Andrew,
on the
what's that you
YouTube
got on
talk
the screen?
page. Said the cost of living is cheaper, which we all had also talked about as well. When they say, why are people moving there then? And
Wow, I didn't know
LaShonda
that.
Davis said they're moving there because it's warm. Laughing, but very serious. Yeah, absolutely. So,
Andrew put up the affordability in these of states and how they rank, and all of them, the lowest, the ones that rank the highest on this list are red states. So is that by plan? Are these red states? Is it cheaper to live there? And so that's why people are moving there.
Yeah.
If whatever's, why is it cheaper to live there? Though I wonder.
But
because they don't have any major cities. Why is it cheaper to live in Montana? Montana has like a 0.01% black people in the whole state, which is wild in America, right? But still, why are people moving there?
Would you rather live in sunny California or Montana?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that part.
I would rather live in California than the prairies of Montana.
In California.
And California is so expensive.
It is.
All the blue states are expensive to live in. California.
They're nice, Dave.
Well, I guess so. They're nice places to live. So why would, I guess you see, you answer. I'm learning so much today. You answered my question right there. I'm learning so much.
That's why I say you're going to learn today.
I'm learning about the affordability in states. I learned about, I don't need to go through the Trump stuff that I learned, but y'all are putting me up on game today. And, I oftentimes think I'm very smart, but, the smart person knows he knows nothing at all.
I know that's right.
Yeah, you're going to learn today. True Talk text lines are open, 833-212-1017. A conversation. And that's how, when you listen to and respect Truth Nation, things work. Some topics and subjects that we've said, you know what, we'll do this for the first half of the show. And here we are.
Yeah.
With over half the show already gone, this topic is so engaging, and people want to be heard. They want their thoughts and their opinions to be heard, and that's why we try to keep up with the YouTube page and the talk text lines and read your comments to let you know that we understand. And when you call in, being able to tell us, what's your truth on the topic or the subject that we may be dealing with, because there's going to be variations, and we need to hear it all, because that's the only way we're going to know. Be like, man, who would still support somebody after this? And we learn. We're like, okay, well, all right, Al from Sherman Park, gotcha, hear you. We may disagree, but you have a right to express your opinion and your thoughts, because if that's your truth, then that's what it is. No matter how many of us may disagree, because there are a lot of other people that are going to agree. Be like, I feel just like Al from Sherman Park. There's going to be a lot to say. I agree with Al, even though it's early in the morning. He spoke his truth. He spoke his truth. And that
truth is a little raunchy.
Yeah.
At 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right. But again, I'm not going to even,
who
I'm not going to
reminds
even
me
go
of
there.
that, what was this, Millie Jackson? The singer that used to have the raunchy songs. She was 100, but it was just like, it was
keeping it real though. Like keeping it real to the next level.
That's what people came to see Millie for. That's what people want to hear when Al calls. They want to hear what is Al gonna say now. And that's not what they want.
I'm not trying to hear all that.
You're not trying to hear that.
Trust me, Andrew. That's you.
I'm telling you.
That's
people
you.
listen
You
for
are
Al.
a minority. You are a minority in that aspect.
You're
Because
a white man, but you're a minority in this instance.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, like no, because we're tired, and I know I am, of being inundated with these little passive answers and
politically correct. Sometimes
you gotta raise the bar.
Right. Sometimes you gotta keep it. And
Stop
that's what
playing
I like
on our intelligence.
I like what Gavin Newsom is doing when he's coming back at Trump, when he has been, is that he's okay. I'm not finna play the political, because a lot of these politicians like Hakeem Jeffries and all these other people are playing above the fray. I want to be above. You can't be above the fray when you're dealing with Trump sometimes bullies. You got to knock a bully out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can't
absolutely.
You can't come soft and be passive and be that. Well, you got to come at them like, oh, yo, this is what you're doing. Let me make fun of you too.
Right.
Somebody making jokes on you. You trying to be, oh, I'm just gonna be this way and this. Now you letting them off.
Right.
But a bully hate being bullied.
That's right.
And so you combat them. And so that's why I say all of that to say sometimes that 100 truth that Al brings is needed.
And that's where, I mean, that's where my inspiration lies, just over the decades of me being able to do what I love to do in radio. Just not sugarcoating it. You know, we got to take the sugarcoating off of the medicine. You know what I'm saying? And get the raw medicine. It's just like if you steam things, like don't end up taking out all of the nutrients. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be like, well, it tastes better if I do it this way. Be like, yeah, but you done lost all of the real nutrients that you were trying to get. What do we have up here, Andrew?
You got it.
Evan Newsom's press office.
The picture of the AI picture of Trump refusing to help the forest fires.
Yeah. But, I mean, what is taking so long to give Milwaukee and Wisconsin an answer?
Reminder, California manages 3%
From
of
the
forest
flood
compared to 57%. And listen, wow, and that goes back to also what we're saying. We're worried about Epstein, which is a valid concern, and what Trump is trying to distract you from.
But people's lives were upended with these floods.
But people's lives have been changed in Milwaukee by these floods. And where's Trump?
Right.
Where is he at?
Right.
That just shows you what he thinks of the people as a whole. There's no empathy. Like that's just it. There's no empathy.
He has a vendetta
he
against
does.
Wisconsin. He has a vendetta.
Because
and especially with Milwaukee.
Wisconsin went for him in 2016, and in 2024, they did not.
Right.
And they switched up on him. And so anybody that's disloyal, that's just disloyal. And anytime somebody's disloyal to Trump, you know how he acts. And so when the state has been disloyal,
tantrum time.
It's tantrum time for him. Like you said, he's like a little kid.
Absolutely.
He's like a big old little kid. And even when you does the press conference, you can see it in the press conference that he does. He told somebody the other day that they was stuck in second grade or something like that. Like you couldn't get out of second grade.
Right.
Or something. It was something crazy like that. And I'm just like, well, this is the president. This is the president of the United States. He is in the highest office in all of the world. And this is how he's acting. He is the worst. That's all I'm going to say.
That part.
He is the worst.
Yep, that part.
He is the worst.
We got some more stats up here and talking about the votes for the presidential election. And here in Wisconsin, the Orange Man with, 1,697,200.
What year was this, Andrew?
That is 2024, Dame.
So he did win in 2024.
49.7, where Kamala Harris had 1,667,000, I believe, 881.
Yeah, it was close, but it went to Trump.
48.8.
Oh, I thought he lost in here. So why does he hate us so bad? Just because he hates us?
Yeah, well, I think that when you look at...
Thank you, Andrew, for the fact check.
Well, I think when you look at, and where you may be going is, what did he do in Milwaukee County? You feel what I'm saying? In the city of Milwaukee. And that is probably where there was a difference. So it was like, you know what? Forget y'all. And because it was it was so narrow. That's why I think that the vengeance is there. Like, y'all didn't do what y'all was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Because everything, it's a landslide. This was not a landslide.
It was not a landslide.
You get what I'm saying?
And even then, it's, not to get off subject and go down, the rabbit hole, or go down to the X-Files, or go to put my tin hat on, or whatever the case may be. In some states, they are saying that, the voting the irregularities in the voting patterns, like they would have Democratic candidates who received a gang of votes, and then Kamala Harris received none.
Right.
In some areas. And so that is just irregular. So you mean to tell me every Democrat in that that county or that ward switched sides when it came to president, but voted for the regular Democratic person? Come on, man.
We got to get ready to take care of some bills. Of course, 833-212-1017. We'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Your expression on your face, that's got to me. And the man wasn't lying.
What you mean the expression on my face? How can you see my face? You listening to me on the radio, man.
No, I'm watching you on YouTube, too.
Oh, all right, then. You're an old man, and you know about YouTube. How old are you, Adam? You about 85.
83.
I'll be dipped. How blessed are we to have you?
Watch all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows by subscribing to 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
Bikers need protection, not just from other drivers, but unfortunately from insurance companies too. If you've been injured in a motorcycle crash, call Gruber Law Offices today. Bikers are often blamed for causing the accident because the insurance companies simply don't want to pay. At Gruber Law Offices, we've been fighting for injured bikers and their families for more than 30 years. Trust us to fight for what you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Friday Night Lights now officially lives here. 1017 The Truth is the proud home of Marquette Hilltoppers football. Tune in Friday night as the Hilltoppers travel to take on the Menominee Falls Phoenix. Join our coverage starting at 6:30 p.m., leading up to kickoff at 7 p.m. Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. And sponsored by Left's Lucky Town, C.G. Schmidt, Capital Insurance Agency, Boyle Fredrickson, Annex Wealth Management, Magic Productions, and Berghardt Sporting Goods.
We are the American Cancer Society, making strides against breast cancer. We are nearly 1 million strong and growing stronger every day. Join us on Saturday, October 11th at 8 a.m. at Summerfest Southgate as we come together for the Making Strides of Milwaukee Walk. Whether you walk for a survivor, in the memory of a loved one, or to support the American Cancer Society, you bring us closer to a future free from breast cancer. Are you ready to join the #1 breast cancer movement in the country right here in Milwaukee? Sign up for free today at www.makingstrideswalk.org/Milwaukee WI.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Truth Nation, we're black. I am the legendary Home Blow, along with the legendary
Dame Elsie in the house.
DBJ said, super good show today, in my opinion. Homer and Dame, enjoy the rest of your days.
Thank you.
He said, black to work for you. Black to work, black to work. It is what it is. They say you don't work, you don't eat.
You don't work, you don't eat.
You know. And
even when you off, you still working.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm off and getting text messages. So.
Man, listen, bro. Well, you know, I'm glad that I know how to be off. When I'm off and I'm off, like when I was out of town, I was off.
Yeah, you got to
received a lot of calls and text messages, but they were not returned.
You got to set them boundaries. You gotta let people
absolutely.
know. Hey,
absolutely.
Today
it's my time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I had to learn that as well, because I would always have my phone with me, and so everything I did was on my phone, and it was easy enough to just, let me just go look. Let me go do. I had to be like, no, I'm not doing that right now.
Absolutely. It's important.
Yeah, you got to do that. And people, I know that's off subject of what we're talking about, but we often do that. Yeah, that's real. You got to set them boundaries.
Mental health is important. And sometimes people don't understand how when you're dealing with people the way that we have to
especially
deal
when
with
you're a community person.
That's
like
where
we
I'm
are.
going, where we
And-
have to deal with.
Yeah,
You know
and
what
so
I mean?
the community don't understand. If they call you and they want to, something and know
Get
something,
it
and
now.
do something,
Mike,
you have to be like, look,
they want it now.
I can't do it right now.
Yeah, they
And
want it
they
now.
get upset. Like,
Yeah, they
what you
want it
mean
now.
you can't do it? Well, just because it's top of the list to you,
right?
And this morning, as a community person, just because it's top of the list to you, don't mean it's,
Yeah.
You're
like, I'm taking care of my mom in hospice. How
Right,
about
I'm
that?
doing something
You know what
right
I'm saying?
now.
And I shouldn't have to go through those extremes to tell you that
Yeah.
this is why. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like, I'll return the call when I get a chance.
Right.
And it means exactly what
And
it means.
if they cool with you and they understand who you are, they be like, I bet.
But
I got you.
They,
But there's
it's a
some other ones.
bloodthirst, man. It's a bloodthirst for some people, man. They don't care whatever it is. The cat stuck in the tree. That's their priority. They don't care what you are dealing with. It doesn't matter. You got to deal with me. And until people who are doing this understand and learn how to truly balance that, then you're gonna always feel stressed out.
I've had people send the office emails on Saturday and Sunday and then be mad on Monday, like, why you ain't return my email? Send another email on Monday. I sent this is my second email. Well, your first one was on a Saturday.
Right.
And what you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? And they have no recollection or they have no ability to understand. I don't do this 24/7.
In August, man, when y'all in the dark, man, how does that work? Do y'all have to reply then?
In August, that's what my reply is. We on recess.
Right, absolutely.
He's on recess, and I have to do that for him because if I don't, then he doesn't get his time off. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like he's on recess. So hit me back in September, literally.
Right, absolutely.
I say it in a more professional way,
Absolutely,
but I'm like,
absolutely.
I'm like, hit me back in September, the first week of September, and we'll holler. But right now, ain't nothing moving because if I don't do that, then they don't get that time
People
off.
learn to take time for you. There's so many people that, in my opinion, and I speak about this often, that why wait until you sick and you're forced to have to take off when you could just enjoy some you time, take care of you. If that's turning off the phone, if that's putting the laptop down, if that's taking a one-day flight somewhere, a early morning flight, go enjoy yourself somewhere else that you ain't been, and come back late night flight just to recharge yourself mentally, because it is draining. And like the amount of deaths that we are having to deal with, and Dave, I know that people have been passing away for all of time, but it just seems like we're in a time now, bruh, that I don't recall experiencing
So many
this
young
much
people.
death.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
And when I say young, I'm like early 50s and stuff like that. And even younger than that are dying from natural causes. Like we talked about this before.
Yeah.
Dying from what would be considered natural causes.
At 50-some years old.
That's crazy.
It is, man.
And that's why I've been back in the gym. 3 times last week. I'm on my 3rd time already this week. And I know that's right. Thank you, brother. And shout out to Kayla. What is Kayla Allen Lewis? Lewis Allen, who was on me like, you gotta get back in the gym, Dang. Well, I'm back in the gym, Kayla. Let's go.
Right. But again, we have to, like, we complain about the stresses of life, but we don't take time to make ourselves a priority. We are a priority. And I'm telling you, you are not going to be able to continue to help people if you literally work yourself to death. I don't care if you have just a grassroots organization, if you have a nonprofit. You got to understand, all we can do is the best that we can do. We're not going to be able to help everybody. And if you believe that you're going to be able to help everybody, you are losing the battle already.
You can't help everybody.
You can only do the best you can do. Everybody, even when you help some people, they're going to act like you didn't help them.
Some fights you got to stay out of.
That's right.
Some fights you can't get in. You
take some time for you.
You got to be like, okay, this one is going to take a little longer. And you have to understand, if I take this endeavor on, I'm going to be wrapped up in this for a month, right? And then during that month, I'm going to not be able to help people people during that time. So you have to be like, I want to help you, fam, but I can't.
Absolutely.
Because I had to learn, because I would always say yes to everything.
Yeah,
yes.
man.
Because I just felt like that was
You
what
felt compelled that
Right,
that's what you had to do. Yeah.
Say yeah, but now I've learned that no is an actual sentence. Like, they tell women, no means no. Sometimes I just got to say, nah, I can't do that. And I hope you understand that I can't do that. But to your point about taking a day trip, like sometimes they have those flights where it's just to a random city.
That's where I'm talking about. I say
and it's like $50 to go to Albuquerque.
Yep.
You got to do that.
I
know
say it
people
all the
that
time,
I've
bro.
always said I'm going to do that, but I don't ever take off to just be like, I'm going to do that. It's always I'm taking off to go visit my mother or go do something. Ooh, wham. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start $50 go to Albuquerque. I ain't never been to Albuquerque,
bro.
but I'm going to go.
This is what I'm saying, and that's I brought up that whole scenario, I think, this week already. Like, you just got to do it. Like, just go on and take that little day trip and be done with it. And be like, wow, I ain't never been here. Okay, this is what I got.
I never thought I would come.
And they got things called the City Pass that you can end up purchasing that, and it gives you free admission to a list of the sites. And you can go, and they got hop-on, hop-off buses that will drive you to each one of those things. And if you see something that you want to, because you got free access to it, get off, go visit that attraction, then come out, hop right back on the bus, let it continue on, and just experience something else besides being in this box. And you talk about living in hellholes, and it's just this, it's just that.
You don't realize
free
the
your
stress.
mind.
You don't realize the stress that, and this is in any city, not just Milwaukee, but the stress of living in your hometown, especially where you was born and raised and you of the community. Like, my sister lives in North Carolina, and she is in the community in North Carolina, but she's not born and raised in North Carolina. So every time she can cut it on and off, right? She can, because it's not like your little cousins and them is in the drama. It's not like, but here it's like, every time you watch the news or every time you see something, 2 degrees of separation, not 6, is somebody you know who knows somebody you know that this happened to. And so everything is always right there. But sometimes when you just leave and you jump out the city for a minute, you see that pressure off of you.
Yeah,
and
man.
You realize,
it's a great
you don't
feeling,
realize
man.
how much pressure was on you.
Exhale.
Until you go someplace and it's taken off.
Exhale, bro. You got to exhale. Andrew, what was because we're coming to a close, what was the final tally on do you believe that it was the Orange Man's signature? What was the final tally on that poll?
75% say yes.
They're absolutely right.
But just think about the 25%.
Who are these 25% that still think that ain't his signature? They are still fighting for this man.
See what I'm saying?
And this is Milwaukee, a blue city. Man. So just think how it is in other places. That leads to our point of what we're saying.
Yeah. So what's your final truth for today?
My final truth for today is what we said, and what seems to be the theme of today is step back and see the bigger picture. When you step back and see the bigger picture, whether it's in Trump, whether it's in your life, whether it's in a lot of things that's going on around you, you step back and you can see the bigger picture. When you're too close, you can't see it all. Step back.
That part. Again, I want to say that I know it's scheduled rain, but I'm looking forward to Garfield Day. I don't call it days because it's only one day now. It's Garfield Day. Coming up this Saturday. If nobody has told you that they love you this morning, I want to let you know that I love you, and I want you to please have a safe and nonviolent remainder of the morning, afternoon, evening, night, and hopefully the things we have to talk about in the near future won't have to be within our minute degrees of separation. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes is up next. Andrew, thank you for another great show. Love you, babe.
Shout out, Andrew.
Talk to our agent. We up out of here for now. Peace.
Catholic Memorial Football.
To Devon Williams Jr., and he's into the end zone.
The Crusaders host West Dallas Central this Thursday.
Deep pass from Dalton Steichen, and it's complete to Dustin Rhodes.
Crusaders football is brought to you by